What up, guys? Mad Viking here. I'm going to bust this out real quick. This is another video I'm making for the road. I'm going to be out of town for a while. Vacation, as you will. So, I don't know. I'll probably make a toy hunt or a combined toy hunt up where I'm going, because there ain't a lot of stores there, and there's only like a Walmart in one town and one town over the other way that I know of. So there ain't going to be a lot of videos coming out from me. But this one, I haven't done one of these in a while. Really, my car accident got in the way. I haven't done a news vlog in a while. Okay, well, I'm just going to jump into it. Some of this is dated, but if you didn't know, Fake Razor, from back in the day, Fake Razor and Diesel, he recently passed away. He died at the age of 49. He had more of a successful career in New Japan. He was known as Big Titan. He had it was heart failure, I believe, but after his run in the WWE, which didn't last long at all, he went back and finished his career basically in New Japan. But yeah, he's most notable for being Fake Razor. Miz and Maurice recently had their second child, Madison, on September 21st or 20th. She's a girl, and I'm sure he's glad he's got a baby, but I'm sure he'd rather have a boy. Let's see. Benoit's son going to AEW? Question mark. He's currently training with Chris Jericho, who's taken him under his wing. He even recently took a shot at WWE. I forget what it was about, because like I said, this is a little bit old. I think he went to a WWE show to visit people. I don't know who he's visiting, because who the hell is still on the roster from when his dad was alive? But he went to a WWE show decked out in AEW gear. Kind of a D-bag move. And then after that, he was banned. He couldn't come back anymore after that. But then after that came out, he said on Twitter that he was training with Jericho and maybe moved to AEW. That they would love that type of story. Gosh. Yeah, this is old. Like I said, everybody already knows this. Raw and SmackDown, we're supposed to get new sets. Pyro was supposed to return. All that's happened. The Raw set is pretty basic. Compared to SmackDown, I don't get it at all. I mean, the Raw set just looks like a folded piece of paper. Renee Young is set to get a studio show for SF1. I don't know if she's still on Raw. There was rumors she was going to be moved to Raw. Now there's also rumors that when her contract runs out, she's going to AEW. So who knows? Goldberg and Ziggler recently had a scrap at a steakhouse in Vegas at some porn star's birthday party. Everybody saw the video, and I can't even remotely think it's real when the two guys breaking up the fight are giggling like a pack of schoolgirls. The two guys were UFC fighters. I can't remember their names. I think I wrote it down, actually. Big Country or whatever, I think is one of their names. So Balor was supposed to be returning in October, which he did, and of course, he's returned, and he's on the NXT brand. I don't know what I think of that, other than the fact now I can actually see him live at NXT house shows, but I doubt that's going to happen very often because, like I've said before, they have A shows, they have C shows, and what I go to is usually C shows with sprinkled A talent in every once in a while. And there's A-level talent, and there's A++. Like, Baszler's A++. I haven't seen her on a house show in probably half a year. Same thing with like Gargano, etc., etc. So with him being there, maybe he'll be doing the circuit because he's back with NXT for a while. They do that with new people who come in. Like Kushida was just there. I saw him on every show for a couple of months. But like I said, I'm out of town now for a while after this, and I hope I don't miss it. I want to see him. Let's see. Jack Swagger's next MMA match is October 5th. Well, that already happened. I don't know if he won or lost against Anthony Garrett. Bobby Lashley due back. Yes, he is back, and we all know what he's been up to from his elbow surgery. 205 Live was supposed to morph into NXT, but I guess for a few weeks it went dark. There was no 205 Live, but in the last week or two it came back. But the 205 Live title is, I guess, going to be defended on NXT. I don't know if it's becoming a NXT belt because I don't watch 205 Live, and I have yet to see it on NXT. 39-year-old John Morrison rumored to re-sign with the WWE. Supposedly he has, but where is he? I mean, AEW was courting him, and literally a week later, he supposedly was signed with WWE. But like I said, where is he? Just like CM Punk supposedly re-signed with the WWE, and it just came out today that deal is probably not on the table anymore, and Fox has moved on. So, what are you supposed to think? I think the rumor was he was going to debut at Crown Jewel. I don't know. I won't be here to see that either, and I don't think they have the network on phones and tablets anymore, so I won't see it at all. WWE Backstage. I guess Paige was offered a hosting role. Currently, she's recovering from another neck surgery. A backstage show, which could be anything. It could be the net. It could be one of those talk shows that they do before, whatever. But I do remember this. She turned it down because she's talking like she wants to come back and wrestle again. You're on your second neck surgery and you're not even wrestling. I don't think you're coming back, girl. Where am I? Jay White defeats Naito for the New Japan IC belt. Naito, of course, defeated Jericho for the belt. He's held it that long. So this is obviously to keep Jay White semi-relevant because once he lost the heavyweight title, he was just kind of there. Scarlett Bordeaux had a PC tryout. Supposedly she's been signed and is going to NXT. Where is she? Haven't seen her. She hasn't debuted on anything that I know of. She has, the little debut on a show or something. I don't know what to think of that because she's got such a slutty, trampy type character. I mean, I guess she would only be on the network. I don't know. She wouldn't be on USA doing that. Ring of Honor, Death by Dishonor. Matt Taven at Death by Dishonor lost the heavyweight title to Rush. This is a little dated, but for those of you who don't follow. And Angelina Love beat Kelly Klein, who held the title for quite some time. So now she is Ring of Honor's women's champion. What? Rush? I don't even know what I'm writing. 2 minutes into his... Rush, 2 minutes into his win, declared he was a free agent of Ring of Honor. Okay. Something... What? CMLL... he declared he was a free agent from CMLL. CML responded and claimed he was fired. They also said they fired Dragon Lee. I remember that now. Yeah, he won the Ring of Honor World title, and he's like, peace, guys, I'm out, I quit. And they're like, you can't quit, you're fired. So, really, it doesn't matter. It's a pissing contest. But even to let Dragon Lee go, wow. Sasha Banks signs a new long-term deal extension. Still no word on what it is. So far, I think she's been back, and she's taken breaks already since she's been back. She just seems like such a spoiled brat. I don't know. But they're afraid of her going somewhere else, obviously. What is this? The Undertaker's new opponent, The Fiend, possible for... Man, I don't even know this writing. Dubai? So I guess that would be... Didn't that... I don't know. The Crown Jewel show, but obviously that's not happening. WWE trademarks The Phenom. Why has that not been trademarked already? Rollins deletes his Twitter account after feuding with Sasha Banks, and now he's getting picked on by, who was it, JR, calling him a baby? He really needs, but I know he got back on Twitter, probably because the WWE made him, but he really just needs to keep his mouth shut. He looks like a bratty girl. He doesn't come off like the sign said at that pay-per-view. Seth Rollins is not cool. I already got that. AEW soured on CM Punk. Well, if Fox soured on CM Punk, he's going to obviously start playing the game again with AEW. But I don't think they're going to keep playing with him. So I think he's screwed himself over. Because maybe he thinks he was going to get into Hollywood. One of his movies, The Girl Upstairs, or whatever the hell it's called, I think it was already released. And has anybody seen it in movie theaters? I haven't. But I'm not going to bag on his movie because I've been hearing it's supposed to be really, really good. So... it'll probably be on the DVD discount bin in Walmart soon, so be on the lookout. Whatever that guy's name is, Fury paid $15 million for the Crown Jewel show to fight Braun Strowman. That's a lot of moolah. We are not, the WWE is not the boxing world. $15 million. And then there was also some video of him supposedly punching Cesaro in the face after that big brawl on Raw a few weeks back with Braun. Canadian TSA deal to air AEW on Wednesday nights. The UK gets a subscription fee to watch it. I forget what it is, and they are not happy. Stephanie McMahon claims 13-year-old daughter Aurora Rose is training at the Performance Center to wrestle. Yeah, she'll become the 50-time women's champion by the time she's 20. And I don't want to be mean. Vince, I'm not even going to get into it because it just makes me sound mean. AEW outdrew NXT 1.4 million to 881,000 on its debut show. The following week, AEW lost 400,000 viewers, and they still won. But it said AEW got 3 times the views on PlayStation Vue and Xbox One, and had 800,000 on Replay. On the Replay show, they almost drew 1 million. 1 million more people, plus what did I just say on PlayStation? So if they got 1.4 million views on TV, AEW got 3 times the views on PlayStation Vue. So what are they saying? They got 5 million views on PlayStation? So that's amazing. And when people say they're outdrawing NXT, they're outdrawing NXT. And granted, NXT's ratings fell the next week, but so did AEW's, but it still stayed over 1 million, while NXT continued to fall. Same thing with SmackDown on Fox. They lost 1 million viewers the first week. They lost 400,000 more the next. Fox is not happy. Let's see. Edge and Stone Cold to return to the ring. Edge has shot this down, but the rumors also, if he returns, he's returning at Crown Jewel. I keep saying Crown Jewel. I don't even know if it's happened yet. It seemed like it was supposed to happen this last weekend. But obviously, if Edge came back, I'd have already heard about it. Stone Cold says he's got one more in him, but I think he's been saying that forever. And supposedly the rumor with Edge, though, was that he signed a new deal for multiple matches, blah, 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 blah. But he said, no, he hasn't, and no, he hasn't. But, he could just be playing the game. Orton has heat on live stream playing Call of Duty. He said the N-word. Puts over AEW and did a redneck impression of AJ Styles. Haven't heard anything else about this after it happened. So it just shows you how elite he is in the company, that he can get away with something like that. I don't hear the New Day pitching about Randy Orton saying the N-word, now do you? But they're still giving Hulk Hogan crap about it. And Randy Orton isn't apologizing. Jeff Hardy arrested again for DUI, public intoxication. He was arrested back in July as well. He has been out of action with a knee injury. He was also arrested for a DUI back in 2018. He hasn't been released from the company. He probably would be if there wasn't the existence of AEW. But my thing is, this guy's got all the money in the world. He lives in North Carolina, his home state. You can't tell me he doesn't got some hillbilly friend that he can't snap his fingers to and be like, hey, man, here's $100. Drive me around town. He's just an idiot. Eric Angle arrested for running an illegal steroid ring. The brother of Kurt Angle. He was involved in the 2000 Survivor Series pay-per-view that I was at, where, of course, he came out from under the ring and gave Kurt a breather while he took a beating. And then Kurt came back in and, of course, won the match. He was involved with 4 other people. And I forget what. I should have wrote it down. He was going to do some serious time. Kaylee Ray, I'm assuming, is joining Impact. She's been on 2 of their shows. Kevin Smith and Muse, a.k.a. Jay, were banned from SmackDown after their appearance on AEW's inaugural show, because I guess they were supposed to also appear on SmackDown the same week. Little petty, but it's funny. Bret Hart was offered a... Oh, this has been making the rounds recently. Apparently, Bret Hart was offered the initial leadership role of the Clique instead of HBK. Now, of course, Nash came out and said bullshit. Hall said something along the same lines. Then X-Pac chimed in and said, yes, this conversation happened. It was between me, Hall, and Hart. And Hart turned it down. He didn't want to get into the politics of the game, blah, 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 blah. And the role went to HBK. I'm assuming HBK would have still been in the group. He just wouldn't have been the leader. But isn't that interesting? And this stuff is on YouTube. You can watch the videos for yourself. Taz working AEW Dark as a commentator. I think he's already debuted because I've seen him on YouTube. So that's cool for him. He also tried out for the FS1 job that supposedly CM Punk was getting, along with X-Pac, a couple other people. But he didn't get it, obviously, because they were trying to get Punk at the time. Well, like I said, supposedly the Punk deal has fallen through. But Taz is signed somewhere else. Cain Velasquez undergoing stem cell treatment. Of course, when he debuted, he had that knee brace on. He needed knee surgery immediately. They were going to try to push him to still have his match at Crown Jewel. Like I said, I don't even know if Crown Jewel's happened yet. But if it did happen, he was supposed to be going to get surgery immediately. And it was also noted that Vince McMahon is not in love with the shape of his physique. So I figured he's going to be going away and getting some magic juice in his recovery time. Chris Jericho to be on The Talking Dead. He was on The Talking Dead this last Sunday. He did very well. Mike Kanellis officially asks for his release again, and I haven't heard any word of him getting it. I don't know what to think of this. The guy makes $500,000 a year, and out of the words out of his mouth, to work once a week. But his statement was he just can't accept working once a week when he's got it in his heart to wrestle. I can't say whether or not his stock has fallen since Ring of Honor and Impact. I mean, supposedly before they got him to resign, he was actually being pushed on 205 Live. But you can't tell me he's not being punished right now. And it doesn't mean if he gets his release that AEW is going to sign him. But what do I know? I think he's best friends with Cody, and he was on Cody's list of wrestlers he wanted to wrestle when he left the WWE in 2017, and they fought each other. So who knows? But grass isn't always greener on the other side. CM Punk merch pulled from highspots.com, all except one shirt, which now says CM Punk sucks. And it's supposedly selling very well. So that was supposed to be a sign of him obviously signing with the WWE. So, like I said, who knows? I guess time's going to tell what's happening. Bischoff fired from SmackDown, replaced by Bruce Picard. All the reports that came out immediately when he came and supposedly was the GM for SmackDown is that he wasn't involved in any of the meetings, the script writing, any of that crap. He was just there. And everybody was saying also from the very start, him and Heyman are obviously the fall guys, more so than Heyman. Heyman's kind of irreplaceable. They're never going to fire Heyman, especially now with AEW around. Heyman writes great TV. Can't say that Bischoff does or hasn't, but he obviously wasn't doing anything. He was just there. The effed up thing is they made him move from Wyoming off his ranch to go move to wherever, Stanford, to be closer. I don't remember. But Bischoff is gone. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff talked about on Conrad Thompson's show about it. Alicia Fox, rumored to be gone from the WWE. This rumor's been kicked around forever, but I think finally now she was removed from the roster and on the alumni page online. New Japan parent company purchased Stardom out from under the WWE. The WWE was going to try to purchase Stardom and Noah, and it was going to be NXT Japan. It was going to be their farm school, and all those wrestlers were going to be on NXT Japan. It's not happening. So Stardom is saved, and Noah is still out there. I don't know if New Japan would buy it, but it's kind of a head-scratcher for New Japan because they don't have women wrestlers on the show. Maybe they'll get them to start doing it. I don't know. Maybe they just want to have another company under their banner. Shotzi Blackheart signs with NXT. That's kind of common knowledge now. Omega beat Rey Fenix for the Mega Heavyweight title in Triple A? Yeah, Triple A. Recently, that just happened. So kudos to him. And he said he's going to bring that title onto AEW, which is weird because they said once they started going live that they weren't going to have outside titles on their show anymore to confuse people. But apparently Omega is, a person unto himself. He's going to get to do it. Joey Ryan signs with Impact, which is like, what? Not that I'm disappointed. Impact's signing a lot of names. And even the ones they don't have signed, like I said, they've brought back Malabala Sin, or whatever his name is. I saw Mr. Anderson on the show recently. But I do like that they signed him, because I've always liked Joey Ryan, but I wanted him in AEW. But he said he's happy because he's still gonna be able to do all his indie dates, his bar wrestling shows, and he still gets to be him. Because apparently that was one thing, I guess, with AEW, they weren't gonna let him do his dick stuff. So whatever. Jake Atlas is rumored to have signed with NXT, and then there's rumors that said he hasn't. He's a young indie star. I don't know how the WWE can keep signing all this talent, to tell you the truth. The bubble has got to burst at some point. But if this is true, congrats to him. But anyways, guys, that is it for now. That was my latest news update, so to speak. Like I said, I haven't done one of those in a while. So hit like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is obviously going to be released when I'm on vacation, week 1 or 2. I don't know. So, like I said, hit like, it's right there, guys, and all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one.